In the recent years, the incidence of sexual abuse, violence, and physical abuse have increased among the adolescents, and the rates of such incidents are substantially increasing along with the substance abuse. A study on child abuse in India conducted by the Ministry of Women and Child Development reported that 53% of boys and 47% of girls surveyed faced some form of sexual abuse. Therefore, it is imperative to provide and aware these vulnerable young boys and girls about their sexuality and sexual rights. The knowledge and awareness of sex education will definitely empower and strengthen the young people to face and protect themselves from any undesired sexual abuse, violence, or even molestation. But the question is, what is the right time and at what age should a child be given sex education? This is a really difficult question to answer. In fact, this is pretty technical question which answer is vacillating. I mean, can't be given in one or two digits. However, by considering some of the biological facts, normally we can decide between 12 and 15. Better to say you can start from 12. In fact, this is the age when young people start observing the sudden changes in their bodies, such as the growth of hair in different parts of the body, voice change, enlargement of the testicles, penis enlargement, weight gains, etc. in boys, and development of breast, pubic hair, commencement of menstrual periods in girls, which lead to many questions in their minds. Since such types of biological growth are sudden and natural and time-bound, therefore they must be properly and adequately informed so that they can take it positively. Besides, the behavioral and social aspects of such things are of such types which cannot be ignored, as the consequences of such ignorance may lead to sexual abuse and molestation. The fact is, with the growing age, the sudden physiological changes as discussed above, especially in girls, is the attraction for many older boys and even for adults. Surprisingly, these adults could be anyone, starting from a stranger to neighbors, senior school boys, and even teachers and close relatives. Yes, teachers and close relatives. So pay attention on this aspect. And paradox of this is, in lack of proper knowledge and awareness of their sexuality, these girls can be easily victimized or in cruel sense can be sexually abused easily, as they don't know what is happening with them. There are many cases where it is seen that girls conceived and got pregnant and about which they have no idea at all, as they do not understand such things. Besides, molestation is very common, as these young girls cannot differentiate between fondly touching and inappropriately touching. Okay? On the other hand, in this hostile and vulnerable world, such sexual abuse and molestation are not limited to only girl child, but rather also affect the boy child. There are thousands of cases of sexual abuse with boy child as well. Thirdly and lastly, the health issue. That is, in lack of proper sex knowledge, these teenagers remain vulnerable and exposed to many types of diseases that we have already discussed in my previous video. Therefore, awareing these children about their sexuality and other related information will definitely not only protect them from sexual assault or sexual abuse, but also will improve their health. In fact, adolescents or teenagers are very sensitive and vulnerable and hence can be easily convinced and influenced by anyone, which may result into victimization, especially of girl child, and involving into crime, especially by boy child. Besides, in recent years, the rape culture among youth has been growing very fast, which really need to be addressed and stopped at the earliest possible ways. This can be possible largely through sex education and teaching the use of ethical and moral principles, which largely govern their actions. So we have to pay attention not only on sex education but also on ethics and moral principles. So this is all for this video. Hope to see you again in next video. But I request you all, in the meantime, please pay attention on this information and try to apply wherever you can. So see you again. Bye bye.